Good morning and welcome back. Welcome back not just to the show, but welcome back to Walt Disney World. I am Lou Mangello, and today is the day. It is May 20th, and it is part one, phase one of the reopening of Walt Disney World, starting in what I've always considered to be the fifth gate, the fifth theme park. One of my favorite places in Walt Disney World, Disney Springs. You know, the one thing about having to wear a mask is I'm not sure if you can see the smile that is just beaming across my face. You know, I've been thinking about this leading up in anticipation to coming back, and I've been excited and nervous and curious and all these things, but there was something about pulling into, Orange Garage once again, mask in hand, sanitizer everywhere. But what I really want to do today is take you through with me exactly what it looks and feels like as we walk through Disney Springs. Of course, we'll be here for lunch, and then I'll be back again live tonight, as I normally am, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, because of course, where else do you think I'm going to have dinner but the Boathouse? Do me a favor, if you're watching live, please do me a favor, tag and invite somebody to follow along with us. I'm going to try and answer your questions along the way as well. Let's take a look. If there's something you need to see, by all means, let me know. Good morning. How you doing? So you can't see faces, but you can tell the cast members are smiling. You can hear it in their voice. You can almost see it in her eyes through her mask. That's what I love hearing at Disney World. No wait times. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Kevin? You too. Good. How you doing? Oh my God, I'm so excited to be back. If I could hug you virtually, like I would, but it'll be a 6. I'm ready. That didn't hurt a bit. Thanks so much. It's not my birthday, but it feels like it because I'm back here again. So I'm going to eat enough as if it was my birthday. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Good morning.
It was like one of the things.
Oh my God, it's so good to be back. I'm a little choked up, I'm not going to lie. So as you see, everyone is required to wear face masks. And so these guidelines basically are what's known as an assumption of the risk, meaning that by you deciding and choosing to come into Walt Disney World, you are understanding that there is this COVID-19 contagious disease out there, and that you assume whatever the risks might be. Now, obviously, Disney is going to be doing, and we're going to see a lot of the extraordinary measures to make sure, including wiping down. Thanks very much, man.
No problem. Have a nice day.
You too, including wiping down. Ooh, it's so sanitized, including making sure everything is being wiped down. You see, there's just sort of proactive as opposed to reactive. Not even waiting for guests to come on. They're just doing it all the time. Good morning, man. How you doing? All right. Have a good day today. Thanks for being here.
Have a great one.
Oh, I'm about to. I'm going to eat my way through Disney Springs. I can't wait. I feel like I haven't been here for forever. I feel like I haven't been here in forever. So, good morning. So you can see that while there's not a lot of people here yet, I am not the only one who is excited to be back once again. I'm giddy, like I almost don't know which way to go first. You know what, let's take a left and then we'll swing back and then we'll make our way through, and next thing you know, it'll be time for lunch. So again, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to see specifically, make sure that I cover, by all means let me know. The one thing about having to wear my glasses is my face mask fogs it up. Stephanie, it is the first time in forever. So you can see already tables are farther distanced apart. Good morning, man. How you doing? Good. Hey, how are you? Good morning. How you doing? I'm having a great time. I'm just happy to be back. I am. No, I can't. How can you tell who I am in my mask? Oh, hi. I know, it's the new one. We need name tags now that we have to wear face masks.
I knew somebody would be out here.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to be here. So, what do you think? So, what do you think so far?
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
All of the stores that have two entrances have an in and out.
Yeah. I literally just walked in, so.
Yeah, and there's more stores closed than open. Maybe about
Yeah.
20-25% open, and they have signs on it. And ones that are open that have a heavy instructions. Ties,
Yeah.
distancing.
You know what? I don't care. I'm just happy to be back on Disney property again. I know. You can't tell, but I'm smiling ear to ear. So.
Taking pictures while ago. I said, I'm smiling.
Good. Enjoy, guys. Stay safe. Have fun. I'm not sure. We'll see what January looks like. So I have no clue how anybody can see that it's me because I'm wearing, I'm obviously all masked up. In my mask, by the way, that my daughter made for me, to be clear. She's my mask provider. But you see throughout, there are the distancing guideline instructions on the ground. I have to tell you, though, there's nothing that feels different. And what I mean by that is, although we see these things, I don't feel as though, I don't know how to put it. I don't feel as though that there's things that I can't do or places that I can't go. Obviously, a lot of locations, including a lot of the Disney-owned ones, continue to be closed. This is a phased reopening with third-party operating participants opening first. Hey, good morning. How you doing? But the preparations are already in place for what it's going to be like. Oh, I really wish they were open. So it doesn't look like a lot is open down this way. Obviously construction slowed, but hopefully still going on for some of the new dining locations. But here, so this is the first, Pele Soccer is the first location that I see that's open. I do know they are only allowing us a limited number of people into each location. I'm not going to go into Sosa Cigars. I can still smell. I can smell the cigar from here. So Eric, man, I'm with you, brother. Like, I know it sounds stupid, and I'm going through menopause or whatever it is, but I did. Like, I walked in and I felt myself getting a little choked up just because it's been so long since we've been here, and I knew how much I missed it, but maybe not so much so that even just walking into Disney Springs would have an effect. Okay, not everybody decided to keep their masks on. It'll be interesting to see for those people that choose to take their masks off, what, if anything, Disney does in terms of enforcement. Starbucks also still closed. Good morning. Good morning, how you doing? You know, but it just seems like everybody's just happy to be back here. It doesn't even matter. And I think that's what I've been feeling this whole time. Like, I didn't really care about what necessarily was open. I just cared to getting back. So you see on the ground, they have directional arrows on either side indicating, you know, it's fine. It's like a normal 2-lane highway. You stay on your side. Obviously, as time goes on, it starts to get a little bit more crowded. It'll be interesting to see the dynamic and how it actually plays out. Let me see. Oops. Ben, who is 7, asks if it's good here. Ben, it's great here, man. Like I said, it's just good to be back. Hey, man. So you see, STK is one of the locations that is going to be open for lunch later today. Outdoor seating is spaced apart. I believe that most restaurants, the maximum number that they will sit is 6 or 8. I know for the Boathouse, which I may or may not be visiting later on tonight, the maximum number of guests at a single table is going to be 8. Steph, I know you're sort of missing being in Walt Disney World, and honestly, it's the reason why I'm here. You might think it's simply because I'm just hungry and I couldn't wait to get back, but I really did. I knew that I'm not the only one missing this place, and that's why I wanted to bring you along with me. One thing I have noticed is that there are cast members everywhere, not in sort of a, good morning guys, how you doing? Not in a way that feels intrusive or even restrictive. It's almost more of comforting that they'll be there to sort of help in terms of answering questions. So you'll see for some of these shops, they do have the distancing markers already there. So Savannah B is one of the locations that's open. Good morning, welcome back. Good to see you guys again. A lot of stores still being closed. Again, this is going to be phased in terms of the locations who have the option to choose. Sorry, I don't know where we got cut off. So yeah, a lot of the locations I believe are going to have stations. So here is the current menu for Wine Bar George. Connection, there we go. Just a little while ago. I wanted to wait till things start to open up, so I would give you a hug if I wasn't not, but I know. I'm just happy to be back here, so. Yeah, exactly. Of course there is. It's good seeing you, Brenda. So you'll see, again, the Disney locations are not necessarily open yet. That is going to start to come in phases, although I hear about this place every so often called the Boathouse, and clearly I am not the only one. I will tell you that we are coming here for dinner early tonight. I'm going to time it so that I can have dinner and then go live here probably from the Boathouse. So clearly I am not the only one who misses the Boathouse. I even see, it's funny, I was gonna say, I see some familiar faces, although I can say that I see more of just familiar silhouettes because everybody is wearing their masks. Good morning, how you doing? Good, it's good to see you. God, I've missed you guys so much. Like, oh my God, I want to hug you so bad.
I know, and I'm a hugger, and
I know, just a virtual hug. I'm coming back for dinner, so yeah, I'm not eating at 5:30. Yeah, so I can't wait. Clearly, you are not the only one who is excited, so I love seeing the line up at the boathouse. Like,
and it's a beautiful day.
like it is. It's perfect. Like, the sun is shining. It's not oppressively hot.
Just a little around the mouth base.
Right, it's gonna
mouth area.
ordered this for It's gonna be interesting in August if we're still wearing masks. Exactly what it's gonna be like. So,
Oh, no.
can I come in? Can I
Yes,
just? Oh, good.
absolutely.
So if you've never been here before, this is the boutique. Get it? The boutique. Lots of boathouse and nautical themed items. It's also my way to sneak and get a look inside the boathouse. Shh. Oh yeah, baby. Hi. Good morning. How you doing? Hey man, what's going on? I was gonna stick out my hand for you guys later. Oh my! So you can see already that tables are distanced. They are limited. Hey man, dude, what's going on, bro? Bob, oh my God, you're a different person. You look great.
We're ready to rock and roll, Lou.
Chef.
We're ready to bring all fans of Lou Mangello to here for the ultimate boathouse experience.
There is no, dude, I'm choked up. There's nowhere else in the world that I would be except here tonight.
Got
So.
a new menu. The place is looking great. The crew are in great spirits. The food is awesome, and we can't wait to bring you and all the folks of my friends from the Lou Mangello world into the boathouse.
I love it, brother. Thanks, man. It's so good to see you again. I can't wait to see you tonight. You better call the ocean and order more food because I'm coming in hot. Just FYI. I love it. The oyster bar, look, the oyster bar is there. It's ready to rock and roll. The boat is seating people again. What's going on, Tony? How you doing, man? We will be back here tonight, just FYI. I'm like I'm giddy as a schoolgirl to be coming back. I'm borderline, just so you know. So. I will see you guys tonight. You might want to call the ocean and get some more fish in here because I'm starving and I can't wait. And you know, everybody's smiling, everybody's super excited, and so.
I just want to sit down and eat like 30 oysters.
I know. I can't wait.
I'm gonna have to wait my turn.
I know. Good. Well, it's good to see you.
You too.
Thanks for
you
being
too.
open again.
We'll see you in a few hours.
You got it. Yeah, so the hot spot in Springs clearly is the bar as they are starting to seat people. Joffrey's Tea Company has a nice little line for it as well. You might not be able to see your faces, but you can tell people are smiling, just happy to be back. Look, kids are dancing. I know what they're doing. They're doing those TikTok-y things. Aaron McKenna's Bakery is open again. Welcome back, guys. It's a glorious day. It is a glorious day, not just because the weather is beautiful, but because Disney Springs is starting to reopen its doors once again. Let's take a look. Let's head this way. Let's walk by our friends over at Raglan Road. And so you can see too that, although there's not a huge crowd here, people are, they're self-distancing, where to go or what to do or to, leave. Oh, puppy. So Raglan is closed. I believe Raglan is going to open, I want to say next week. Don't quote me. I don't remember exactly which location is opening when. Morimoto Asia, I believe, opens on Friday. And I fully intend to be there Friday night for dinner. Homecoming has taken advantage of being closed to get a little bit of work and expansion done. Let's take a look over at Blaze Pizza, see what's happening there. I know Morimoto is going to be open for both street food for lunch, and the dining room will be open for dinner only. Again, if you're watching live, thank you for being here. Oh, look at this. A little sign bar. Oh, I like that. Somebody screenshot that. Sign bar and social. Outdoor covered. Thankfully, looks like dining and drinking and socializing area. I love it. I love it. I love it. Melanie Jones. So yeah, Homecoming did need to expand some of their seating, especially in the outside areas. I love the fact that it's going to be covered. Becky, if it sounds like I'm out of breath, first of all, this is the most exercise I've gotten in 3 weeks, 3 months. And second of all, I'm wearing this face mask. And third of all, I'm starving. Not necessarily in that order. STK, I believe STK is open tonight. They might be open for lunch too. I'm not 100% sure what time. Planet Hollywood, also going to be opening. Chicken Guy is open today. That might be my lunchtime destination. Not quite sure yet. So Blaze Pizza looks as though it has a pickup location as well as a sit-down location. So you can order online, and they'll sort of bring your pizza right outside to you. How's that for service? And obviously there's a socially distanced line already starting to form. Okay, so this is actually, that's not the line for pickup. It's the line, which is the extension of the line, which wraps around here. Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? I still have no clue how people know that it's me. I don't have anything that indicates, like, W radio. It's just like, oh, it's a short guy talking to himself. It's got to be Lou Mangello, because he's the only crazy person that does this. It's getting a little toasty. So a lot of retail, again, still closed currently. It is going to start opening up in phases. The Welcome Center is open for guests. Here's a sign indicating some of the health and safety procedures that they encourage guests to follow. And here's one of the hand washing stations that you'll find throughout Disney Springs. We've seen these also in the parks as well. It is a touchless system where you use your foot. So, hand wash, towels, completely touchless. And there's one on either side.
Get 10% off if you renew now. And I was like, you have 60 days before and 30 days after to get that. But I was like,
so Megan asked if I've seen anybody taking off their mask. I've only seen one person. Looked like he and his wife or friend were chatting just between the two of them and one other person. He might have been eating a sandwich for all I know, so I'm not going to, criticize or judge because I don't know. But I mean, for the most part, you see everybody is wearing their masks. They're maintaining distancing guidelines. A lot of people just happy to be here, just wandering around again. A lot of these stores are still not open yet. It is not a sort of a blanket open, so you'll see Coach, Zara is closed. So a lot of seeing how the first phase of the reopening goes. So most of the retail currently still seems to be closed. I know some of the Disney-owned locations will start opening, I believe, next week. We're going to walk by a potential lunch destination. I can't actually smell polite pig through my mask. So Kelly says she's happy to see people outside. I'm happy to be outside. I haven't really been outside very much since all this happened. So I love seeing cast members. My daughter will be thrilled to see that Ron John's Surf Shop is open again. Good morning. How you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
I'm sure. My daughter's very excited that you're open again. So I'm not going to tell her that you're open yet, but
Buy yourself a little time.
Shannon here today?
Shannon? She works in the corporate office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too. How you doing? Welcome back. I'd give you a hug if I, was allowed to. So sort of virtual 6-foot hug. Good to see you.
You too. Welcome back. Glad you could be here.
I'm thrilled to be here. Hello, polite pig. So you hear that there's, as you come off the Lime Garage, there's actually audio reminders about wearing face coverings, cover your mouth while sneezing. Polite pig, as always, has a nice little line forming. With the distancing guidelines in place. Good morning. I'm not going to eat. Can I just come in and just do a walkthrough real quick? Yeah. Oh my God, you're wearing a polite pig face mask too. I love it. So, certain areas are not available for seating. You can already see that there are definitely less tables inside than there have been before, which is fine. It's, okay, now I smell it through my mask. But yeah, so there's less tables, very much distance apart, much as we saw in the boathouse. So I mean, you could just see that people are just happy to be back, eating again, being able to socialize again. I'll tell you, the first time that I went out to lunch a week or so ago with friends, it was wonderful and weird all at the same time, just because it has been so long. And when I went out with my family for dinner last Saturday, we were one of only 2 families that was eating dinner inside the restaurant. So we're slowly getting there, right? We're slowly getting back to some kind of normal once again. So Volcom is open. 10 people. So I like the fact that they are laying out the guidelines in terms of what they are doing inside in order to make it a better experience for guests as well. I believe Uniqlo is open. So people are coming out of Uniqlo. We'll take a walk by there a little bit later on. Levi's is still closed. Disney, we know, is going to be opening at a little bit of a later time. The Daily Poutine, oh, how I miss you so. But the signs are already in place for guests when it does reopen. Good morning. So that's Josh tomorrow. I don't want to interrupt him, but now former president of Walt Disney World Resorts. I'm going to be leading the entire Parks and Resorts team. So you'll see that each location that has multiple entrances does have designated entrance and exit spots. And while the one sit-down Starbucks location is closed, this one, as you can see, is open. So Jeremy, right, I think World of Disney and 2 or 3 other Disney locations are going to be opening next week. Yo. Sorry?
Joe Kelly.
Hey man, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I know, not allowed to. Just, how you doing, man?
Nice to see you.
You too, brother. Good seeing you.
This place is all theme park bloggers at the moment.
You're right.
I should have just let the theme park bloggers in yesterday.
Listen, I'm just happy to be back, man.
Yeah, man,
I'm
me
just
too.
happy to be here. So
Me too.
it's good seeing you,
Love
brother.
your work, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. You know, the nice thing too was everybody's so happy, everybody's so nice. The Four Rivers Cantina food truck is also open. If you've never had Four Rivers before, you don't know what you're missing. Welcome back, Four Rivers. It's good seeing you guys. So somebody was asking if Stitch was spitting. He is currently not. I don't know if he will again. Oh, well, I take that back. Maybe he was just spitting. So even at Ghirardelli, you see that there are less tables outside, both waterside and at the restaurant itself. Hey, man. It's funny how we can recognize each other even without, even while we're wearing masks.
All the other vloggers that are here, I'm like, oh, I know that guy. I know that guy.
It's so funny. Well, the eyes, right? The eyes are the windows to the soul, man.
Correct.
Dude, I'd give you a hug if I
No,
could,
that's
but
fine.
it's good
Where's
to-
lunch?
I haven't figured that out yet.
We were gonna have lunch at Earl's Sandwich, but they were closed until 11:30.
Okay.
And now we just look, and there's a line.
There's a line everywhere. There's a line out the door, literally out the door, you know, at Boathouse too. So, you know, I'm working up an appetite. I'm figuring it out. It's good to see. Hey man, when this is all over, you know, I promise we'll do lunch. It's good seeing you. Marketplace Co-op, I believe, is opening next week as well. You know, and the other thing too is even the social distancing markers that you'll find on the ground, they are not intrusive. They're not in your face. They blend in. Sheila Smith Ward, how are you? I miss you in all the ways and places. Again, if you're watching live, please do me a favor, tag and invite a friend to join with us. We still have a few other places that we're going to go and visit. There's the aforementioned line for Earl's Sandwich. Where should I go eat lunch? Where do you guys recommend I go eat lunch today? Boathouse is dinner, but wondering where I should go and have lunch today. So you see also coming from the entrance from the walkway from the Disney Springs Good Neighbor Hotels, there's also another entrance checkpoint where they are doing temperature screenings. So like many of the retail and dining locations, Earl's Sandwich has one entrance, one exit. This is where they can control the guest flow. Obviously, it doesn't look like it's open, so it opens at 11:30. So I was thinking Chicken Guy. Chicken Guy very well might be the play for me today. I could do Boathouse for lunch and dinner, but I'm going to save the Boathouse experience to share with you guys later on. So somebody said that they've offered masks, so you have to be wearing a mask in order to be allowed admittance into Disney Springs. So again, a lot of locations still not open yet, but it doesn't matter. People just seem to be happy to be here, right? I think, we talk about that, especially as locals. Our theme park and Disney experience is not about going to ride rides necessarily. It's just a matter of being here and how this place makes us feel. That's very much the case today. I'm certainly going to eat while I'm here, obviously, but I am happy just being back here again. Like, I miss the sounds. I miss the background music. Hey man, what's going on? I miss people. Like, I miss this view.
This area right here is just amazing. We haven't been over here yet.
Yeah, and at some point I think I'm going to find a place just to sit and take it all in. I'm going to appreciate the opportunity to be here. You know, we take a lot of things for granted in life that maybe, look, I say it all the time, I'm going to choose the good, I'm going to find the positive, and I think when we come out of the opposite side of this, you know, maybe we'll be better off. Maybe we'll appreciate certain things more. We'll understand more. We'll be more patient and tolerant and grateful and appreciative of some of the simple things that we have. You know, being able to come here, having the gift and the blessing that, honestly, you give me of being able to come here. I try and let you know how much I appreciate it every day, but, you know, I'm feeling all the feels today. I'm not going to lie to you. Gold from the UK. Good to see you, brother. Chrissy, I'm with you. Like, I'm sort of happy just sitting right here by the water. Boathouse close by. Saratoga Springs will hopefully be opening up before you know it. A lava lounge at Rainforests. I miss this. I really, really, really miss this. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to flip and cry when I go to the boathouse tonight, and I'm totally okay with that. Zach Brown, I hear you, brother. Again, do me a favor, invite one of your friends to come and join us today. I think there's a lot of people that could probably use this view right about now. I'm digging this jazzy version. Harrison's and Doherty, that's it, man. It's a sweet cry. Like, it's a good, and look, I know I'm a dude in my 50s and I'm not supposed to quote unquote cry, and I don't care. Like, this is what it's about, man. We come here, we vacation here. Some of us crazy people actually move here because of the way this place makes us feel. This is it, man. This is a perfect example of it. It's not about rides, it's not about shows. Yeah, it's not even about like things that we do or eat while we're here. Jeremy said, I hope you and your wife and your kids are doing well. Joshua wants to see T-Rex. Yeah, let's go take a look over at T-Rex. I want to show you guys Brickley. God, this music makes me feel so good. I'm not going to lie to you. Just seeing people again. Okay, seeing this makes me feel good too. I'm not going to lie about that either. Good morning, how you doing? Hi, how are you? You know, I've seen some pretty unkind comments online, you know, about what this place was going to feel like, and it's open and it's like a prison. And it's none of that at all. It is none of that at all. It feels like it always has. There's nothing that I feel that's intrusive or oppressive or restrictive really at all. I think we've been doing this long enough that we self-distance, we self-restrict. Like, I think people are just really, really happy to be here again. The first video I ever did, grand opening of T-Rex, the day that I met my friend Steven Schussler, who has been such an inspiration, not just because of the boathouse, but just because of the kind of man and businessman that he is. So if you are not wearing a mask, you will not be allowed admittance into Disney Springs. And I don't know what happens if you're... Obviously, you don't wear a mask when you're eating or drinking, but you do have to wear a mask as you're walking. So again, even sort of the distancing markers are very subtle. They blend in very well. Hello. Hey man, how you doing?
Good.
Jim Rapp says, how you doing, brother? We'll catch up soon. So Jason's been asking about when the parks are open, and the unfortunate answer is that we just don't know. They have not given any indicator as to when that might be. I would be hesitant to speculate or give any kind of a date certain. I think they're doing the smart thing by phasing these reopenings. Let's see how things go with Disney Springs opening slowly. You know, then I would expect Magic Kingdom to be the first to open at some point. Look, sooner rather than later, hopefully.
My daughter made it. Oh my God.
I'll have to go on Etsy.
Hello.
How are you there?
Oh my God, this is one of my favorite views in the entire world. I'm just going to leave the camera here for a little while. How you doing? Isn't it just so glorious? Oh, God. I just want to hug it. I just want to hug it. Oh, God, I'm coming for you, Boathouse. You better just strap in. Oh, I'm trying to sit outside and sit by the water and So I think I just saw, as Becky said, you know, if this is starting to get you excited about coming back, now is the time to start thinking about when is going to be right for you and your family to start making plans. Even if it's a couple of months or longer away, reach out to Becky and the team at Mouse Fan Travel, and they will be able to help you out and answer any of your questions or concerns too. Somebody said, is it chilly here today? No, it's Florida today. It's definitely in the high 80s already. Oh, so what I really like though is, look, they actually have some nice seating even here, so you can just sort of look out over the water. And guys, it's like, thank you for being here. It means so much to me that you share your time with me. This wouldn't be fun if I wasn't able to take you along with me. Somebody asked what kind of mask I'm wearing. So my daughter actually, I don't know where she gets her crafting skills from, but when all this first started to happen, she on her own took material that she had and started making masks for not just my family, but my wife works in healthcare, so she was making masks for the hospital and for essential workers and sending them out to friends. So hopefully she's gotten some of her entrepreneurial spirit from me, but the crafting is all hers, and she knew, of course, that Spidey had to be front and center. And it's not uncomfortable. Even though it's warm out, it's really not uncomfortable at all having the mask on outside. You get used to it. Michael, this is the most exercise I've gotten in 3 months, so I'm completely winded at this point. So I don't even know what time is it. Like, I'm trying to use the sun as a gauge. Aaron, it's okay to be crying, because I think it's how we all feel. And again, if you think you know somebody who'd like to take a continuing walk around with us, tag them, invite them. See if they'd like to join. Here's 4 words I haven't said in a long time. Well, thank you, and thank you for watching. I appreciate all the kind comments about doing this. There is nowhere else I would have or wanted to be than here today with you guys. I believe Frontera is also open for both lunch and dinner. Planet Hollywood, I believe, opens Friday. How you doing?
Good morning.
Welcome back.
Thank you. You as well.
Good to see you guys again.
As well. I like your ears.
He's kidding. I'm not wearing ears. Was I supposed to wear ears? Is that a thing? Let's take a look again at some of the other retail areas. Pandora is open. Oh, here's a new store that's coming this summer. So I've been back and forth as to whether I go polite pig or do I go chicken guy for lunch. I was heading towards chicken guy, but now I'm starting to doubt my decision. It might be a polite pig kind of day. I know that line for polite pig is pretty long. Let's take a look over at, let's go take a quick look at Chicken Guy. Hello. Plus, we haven't been down this way, show you some of the other retail in terms of what else is open and still closed. So there are a few locations that are open. Uno de 50. Oh, it smells so pretty in there. Hey, good, how are you? Oh, look at you.
How are you doing?
How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I know, I'm just happy to be here, right? I just missed it. You know, I was just saying, like, it doesn't even matter that things are closed. It's just the music and the water and
everybody's happy.
yeah. And I'm gonna go.
Changing.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go eat, obviously. So
Yes, you're going to the boathouse?
tonight I'm going to the boathouse. So good. It's good seeing you. Hope to see you again soon. Bye bye. It's so funny how we're able to see each other and recognize each other even with masks. But it is. It's a beautiful day today. Like, we couldn't have asked for anything better. So again, you're seeing proactive measures in terms of cleaning and sanitizing everything going on everywhere. So not just after guests are using locations or tables or doors, whatever, but it's just sort of happening on a consistent basis. So Free People is another store that's open. Hello. Oh, hi, welcome back. So again, some retailers are open. It is on an individual basis. Vera Bradley is open. Some stores are still dark. I expect that based on how well, the first few hours of Disney Springs being reopened seems to have gone, I expect some of these other third-party operating participant retailers to be opening up again pretty quickly. So, oh my God, the line for Chicken Guy is so long. So Sugar Boo is open. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Again, hand sanitizer stations located throughout. And I'm assuming this is the line for Chicken Guy. Okay, so now what I need to do is find a friend who's already in line, be like, hey, buddy, what's up? Why don't we eat together? You wait in line, I'll buy you lunch.
Oh, maybe it is.
There's somebody who waved hello. I wonder if he wants to have lunch together. Okay, Puck also seems to be open. I'm assuming with a limited menu. I'm sort of thinking I might do the Chicken Guy thing. I think we've gone everywhere else that we needed to go and visit. Hi! I keep saying hi. It's so weird, like people saying hi because we can't see each other's faces, but I can tell you're smiling though. I can see it in your eyes. So you too. I know, happy to be back out again. I'm been smiling ear to ear since I got here. Not just because I'm gonna have Chicken Guy, but just because I'm happy to be good. It's good seeing you guys again. You too. Can I cut in line with you? Becky, it doesn't surprise me that you haven't been to Chicken Guy because it really does not tick any of the required boxes for you. You have to stand in line, order your own food, lots of different things. You probably have to use paper napkins. I don't believe they serve cocktails here. I will say it's very, it's wonderful and strange seeing the shopping arcade like this so empty of people, because you just don't see that ever, even in the most slow times of year. But Columbia's open, Sugar Boo's open, Vera Bradley's open. I believe Lucky might be open on this side. So slowly but surely, the retail locations are going to start to open. And then I think we're going to start to see the Disney locations, Disney Store and Disney-owned properties starting to open at some point soon. Chicken Guy is not, Chick-fil-A is its own thing. You can't compare the two. But Chicken Guy is about to be awesome because it's here. If these people would just start eating faster, it would be much appreciated. This does not bode well for live video, just standing in line. I might have to go to Four Rivers just to keep you guys walking. I feel bad just standing here in line. I don't think anybody wants to see that. So Ryan, in terms of kids, I've seen kids in strollers, not a lot of kids, 5, 6, 7, 8, I haven't been watching, but just sort of as you asked that. And now as I look around, I just don't really see it. Although they are, a lot of kids still, I know here in Central Florida, they're still in school virtual, but they are still in school this week. So that may be part of it as well. So Christopher, it's interesting you say that. I really thought it was going to be uncomfortable with the mask on. Again, I have a pretty large, face covering. Comes up over my nose and even down below my chin. The weather's beautiful today. It's not crazy hot, but it's not uncomfortable at all. That being said, if I'm standing in Disney's Animal Kingdom in the middle of August, in the blazing sun, it might start to get a little toasty, but right now, I don't really notice it. It's not something that really I find is uncomfortable. Again, credit to my daughter for making exceptionally comfortable masks. So, and kudos to her. But I see people wearing everything from homemade masks to industrial type masks, medical grade, paper masks, disposable masks. So there's a wide variety. And I think what we're going to start seeing too is a lot more of, people, it's going to become a fashion accessory. You're going to have a couple of different types of masks that you're going to wear out. Somebody actually sent me, forgive me, I don't remember the name. Last night I got in the mail some masks that somebody sent, and I'll show on the show later tomorrow. An Epcot Center one, a Star Wars one, and another Spider-Man one. And it is. There's going to be something that's going to become fashionable about the mask that you choose to wear when you come out to the parks. You can't tell if I've shaved or not, which may or may not be a good thing. So, I'm curious, sort of an informal survey. if you were able to be here today, would you come? And who is not? And it's not an argument. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no judgment, certainly one way or the other. But, who feels that they're comfortable enough to come now, and who feels that they'd rather wait? And has being here virtually helped to change your mind one way or the other at all? I wish I could actually get my chicken guy to go. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get it to go, and we're going to go and sit by the water. That's going to be the play, if I can. We have a long way to go, so I feel really bad making you guys sit here and wait. Maybe we'll just go sit by the water for a few minutes, and then I'll just come and eat later on. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sacrifice my appetite for you guys for a little bit. All right, you guys don't want to just sit here and watch the line. You want to see Disney Springs. Maybe sit by the water for a few minutes, and then I'll let you go, and then I'll wait online and eat. But lots of outdoor seating. Tables adequately distanced apart. I've been watching that people are cleaning like crazy everywhere. Not just after people have eaten, but again, being very proactive. Planet Hollywood, I believe, is going to open on Friday, along with Morimoto. Oh, Yasake is also. Well, so maybe I'll get myself a little poke bowl. This is a place I think that gets overlooked a lot, and actually has really good food. Becky, this is called counter service. I love me a good poke bowl and bao bun. Let's see what Yasake has. So I will tell you, these chicken buns, this is probably where I'm coming. The karaage chicken bun and the taiyaki, or you can build your own poke bowl. So yeah, this is probably where I'm coming. How you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you.
We missed you guys.
I know. I missed me too. Did you like anything today?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to come back in a little bit when I'm not live broadcasting. Nobody wants to see me eat. Trust me.
That's probably safe.
Yeah, man. I'll be back. Thank you. Hey. Oh, how you doing? I know. But we're able to. We are. But that's as long as it's okay. You want to say hi?
Sure, no, don't worry about it. It's fine, you're so funny.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, we can't see each other's faces, but we sort of know. We look for a second, like, hey.
You kind of look familiar. Hey, making it work. At least we're here. It's a beautiful day.
I know.
The breeze is amazing.
Yeah.
If not for this, I wouldn't be suffocating, but we're making it work.
You know what? It's not. People were just asking, like, how bad is it? And I'm like, it's not. I think Animal Kingdom in August might be bad.
Yeah.
But
no, today is beautiful.
Today's
like,
nice.
This breeze, I mean, it's really nice. It
yeah.
really is.
I'm just, like you said, I'm just happy to be here. You know.
Indeed. I'm taking it all in.
Exactly.
It's so great. Well, good to see you.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Again, there was that awkward moment, like, I want to come in for a hug, but yeah, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to. I mean, forget hugs. You can't do hugs. You can't do handshakes. You can't do. I even felt weird doing like a fist bump or an elbow bump. But yeah, let me take you guys out by the water. I don't think that, before I stop being live, I don't think the last thing you should see is me waiting online at Chicken Guy. How you doing?
Look at how many people are here right now. If Sam Mitchell,
Yeah, you don't want to see me waiting online to eat. You want to see the water. You want to see the beautiful views that hopefully you'll be able to come back and see again soon. It's so funny how my view always ends up turning back to the boathouse at some point. So Joseph, I actually did think about going to have lunch and dinner at the boathouse, but I'm going with my family and a couple of friends tonight, and I won't be selfish with the experience. I'll wait for them, although I'm super, super tempted to.
these, they say you can wash these, but you have to put them in like one of those delicate bags.
Yeah, there's definitely something rejuvenating about this for the mind, the body, and the soul. And I know that sounds like super the hippiest thing I've ever said, but it's true. This is the most exercise that I've gotten. I've really needed to clear my mind for just a bunch of personal reasons. And it does, man. This place feeds and fuels my soul. It's one of the things that brings me happiness. And it's just by being here. It's just the opportunity to be here and be here with you, my friend. Let's just we'll just sit and watch people go by for a little while. We'll just wait for the superhero store to open. It's one of my favorite stores in spring, so. Ingrid Ray, I'm sure that you cannot wait to get back here as well. I look forward to seeing and hearing you play as you stroll around the promenade. So Mary, there's not a lot of stores that are open. None of the official Disney stores are open. There are some third-party operating participants which are open. There's maybe, and I'm totally ballparking, a dozen or so. Oh wait, I actually, you know what? Let's hold on a second, Mangello. You can kill many birds with one stone. You can eat, show people what the food is, and people watch all at the same time. My mama didn't raise no dummy. Again, thank you for being here. I don't just, that is not an empty, there's not empty words. There's sincere gratitude in my heart for you. I would not be able to do what I do without you. I've been thinking about that a lot lately just because some other stuff that's happening and my appreciation for you and the life that you have gifted to me. And that's exactly what it is. Like, your presence here is an absolute gift. So please know that it does not go unnoticed. Oh, there's none in the shade. Oh, that's awful. Oh my God, I could go for a sake right now.
Are you finished filming, or are you gonna?
I'm still going, but I have a question. Do you know if I'm allowed to open up one of the umbrellas?
Joffrey's?
The umbrellas. Can the umbrellas open?
Oh, the umbrellas. Those are run by Disney, so I don't think that they.
Like, I see one or two open. I mean, the worst they could do is tell me to close it, but...
Absolutely. I would say go for it. I would say go for it, man.
All right. So speaking of going for it, that's exactly what I'm going to do about lunch today.
I would go ahead and do it.
Yeah, brother.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission,
Than
right?
permission, exactly.
In the mood for food now? Or?
Yeah, brother. I'm always in the mood for food. I'm trying to decide if I go ahi tuna or if I go chicken karaage and a chicken bun.
The bowls are really attractive to me personally. I think I'm going to have one when I go home.
I know, I do. All right. So, you know what? I'll have a poke bowl.
Okay.
Obviously with ahi tuna.
You want to do a tuna? Okay.
Of course.
Because we also have salmon, beef, and chicken.
Now, tuna, I'm a tuna kind of guy.
You got it. And then what kind of vegetable toppings would you like?
So we'll do the cabbage, cucumber, ginger, tempura crunch.
You got it.
We'll do an avocado and seaweed salad. That's cool.
You want avocado and seaweed too?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man. If I'm going down, I'm going to go down like fighting.
And what kind of sauce would you like?
Oh my gosh, I'm thinking either teriyaki or ponzu.
Ponzu is going to be a citrus flavored soy sauce. So if you like a citrus flavored soy sauce, it's pretty tasty.
Yeah. How sweet is the teriyaki? Is it super sweet?
It's on the sweeter side.
Yeah. I'll do ponzu.
Ponzu?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And anything to drink, sir?
You don't have green tea, do you?
I do not have any green tea. That's a great idea, though. I'll be adding to the menu.
All right, then how about a water and a taiyaki, please?
You got it. Water and teriyaki. What is your blog site?
WDW Radio.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's going to be 22. Your annual pass holder, yes?
I am.
Did you offer a discount for that?
Sweet.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even think to
Perfect.
ask.
So it brings it down to $20.16. All right. You're right here, sir.
Oh, there you go. I keep forgetting everything's touchless.
And there you go. And it is $20.16. I'm just going to go ahead and accept
Yeah,
the menu.
that's fine.
Next marks the spot, and you're all set. You need a receipt, sir.
No, I'm cool. Thank you.
All right, very good. Pick up going to be this window right over here, sir.
Thanks, Karen. Appreciate it. I have no idea how I'm going to carry all this, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, I'm opening up my umbrella. I don't care. What's the worst they can say? The worst they can say is, sir, put that umbrella back down. There you go. Watch a little water, watch a little people. Would you be able to do me a favor? Could you hit that table for me with a little, thank you. Thanks very much.
No problem.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you being here.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Oh my God, I'm just happy to sit down. Good, man. How you doing? No, I'm good, man. Thank you. You know what? The fence is hard to see through, so we're gonna pick up and move, and I'll give you another fountain and a little bit more people watching. How's that? Hi, how you doing? I love seeing people out here again. It's so good to things starting to get back to some semblance of normalcy. Yeah, we'll sit here, we'll watch the people coming in from Orange Garage, take a look at the fountain, and then I'll show you what I'm having for lunch. Thank you again.
in here is fun.
Okay. Whew. Ah, that feels good. I can breathe again. Yeah, much cooler without the mask. I forgot to say I'm watching you from Israel. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for being here. Hope you guys are safe there as well. If you guys have never eaten at Yasake before, well, first of all, if you know me, I love Japanese food for all the so many reasons. But Yasake, I think, is one of those overlooked gems in Disney Springs. They do custom poke bowls, salmon bowls. They have vegetarian stuff. So, like, I made this poke bowl with all the fresh ingredients that I wanted to put in. I also had a taiyaki. This is a traditional Japanese snack. It's a sort of like this fried cake that has a warm red bean filling, which is actually sweet and delicious. So I love it. I dig it. Like, I'm really, really happy to be back in Springs. I am happy that you are here with me. I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me eat. What I will do is I will turn you around and let you guys take a look at just, enjoy the view of Disney Springs for a little while I stuff my face. Oh my gosh. I would get up and hug you, but are we like allowed to? Like virtual high five, whatever it is.
High five.
How are you?
Still alive?
Yeah, well, yeah. I said nobody wants to see me eat, but they can.
Oh, they're watching.
Where are you?
They're gonna
Hold
watch
on.
me eat.
Wait, where are you? There she is.
Hi.
Everybody knows Beatrice is. Oh, and listen, I could see you smiling even with the sunglasses and through the mask.
I'm like, you can't help but spot Lou Montello.
I know. That's sort of, you are embodying how everybody feels inside.
I know, I was doing a happy dance.
He's doing the happy dance, just not quite as he's not emoting quite as much as Beatrice is.
He wasn't really keen on putting the mask on and coming out.
It's not
but
that
I was
bad.
like,
The mask
yeah.
isn't really that bad.
It's not.
Like I keep saying, Animal Kingdom in August, it might be a different story, but right now, this isn't all that awful. Yeah, today's gorgeous. We couldn't have.
Beautiful day.
There's nowhere else on the planet I'd rather be than right here, right now. So I'm just super happy to be here.
100%.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to get in and do everything too.
And I don't feel there's nothing like intrusive or like I feel like I'm being limited in terms of where you can go or what you can do. I think they really did it in a, and people are self, limiting and self-respecting of the distances and stuff too. So
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's nice to just see the stores here, even though it says sorry we're closed on some of the windows. It's like, I'm just so happy to be at Disney again.
I was grinning ear to ear as I was parking, like,
And then they're like, go this way for your temperature, and I'm like, thank you. I'm so happy.
I know. That's it.
So,
I know. We're sort of just giddy to be here.
well, enjoy your lunch. Hi,
You too.
everybody.
Have fun. I'll see you guys later. All right, buddy. Take care. See, and that's what it is. It's like you come here just to see friends again, right? It has nothing. It literally has nothing to do with the attractions and the rides and all that. It's just a matter of being in this space and place with people like you, that get it. While you have a tuna poke bowl. And I am still watching, so if you have questions or if there's something you want to see, let me know. But I'm telling you, you don't want to see me stuffing my face.
I'll lead on my left.
So Becky, I was live during the process, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can. I parked in Orange Garage right now because it's the only cool place to park. The front 2 rows are closed because they do have a queuing area for guests to go into. They have cast members who are very pleasantly telling you where to go, what to do. They have a touchless temperature screening checkpoint, very fast. It takes maybe 3 seconds tops to get through it. Everywhere you go, there were cast members cleaning, from handrails to any sort of potential touch point. Elevator buttons, escalator rails were all being continuously cleaned and sanitized by cast members. It did. There was maybe a 3-second inconvenience in terms of the amount of time it took distance-wise. So my understanding is you are not guaranteed admittance to the parking garage or Disney Springs if it fills up, even if you have a dining reservation. So I think it says that in the Disney Springs guidelines. So somebody asked where I am. So that is Orange Garage right there. That is the AMC. This is the dine-in side of the theater. That's the Coca-Cola store. Right behind me is Planet Hollywood. There is the bridge to Maria and Enzo's STK. And of course, in the distance is the boathouse. I'm eating as quick as I can, I promise. No, it's okay. I'm eating fast because you don't want to just sit here and see nothing. What's going on? You guys want to say hi?
I don't want to. No. I don't want to interrupt anything.
You're not interrupting. I'm eating and they're just watching the fountain while I'm stuffing my face.
How are you, my friend?
Good. How you guys doing?
You're doing great.
I'm so excited.
Like, right?
I'm so happy.
Exactly. I know. I've had this ear to ear grin, and I got a little as I started walking around, I was getting a little verklempt. Happy to be back here again.
Yeah. The sights, the sounds, the feels.
Doesn't matter if everything's closed, if you can't. It doesn't matter. It was like the background music and just standing by the water that got to me. I see you guys already have cocktails in hand, so you're pre-gaming appropriately.
And everyone's been so kind.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that everyone is so excited.
Yeah.
There's like an air of happiness.
And I don't feel restricted in any way. Like we're doing the things we have been doing on our own, but I think there was this fear that it was going to be sort of this regimented prison-like. Not at all. It's very open, and you're right. Everybody, from cast members to guests, has been incredibly friendly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. I'm just happy that it's the beginning.
Yeah.
Any baby step is a great baby step.
And the weather's perfect today. Like we couldn't have asked for a better day for this. Are you guys going to eat?
We have 2 o'clock reservations at Boathouse.
Oh, that a boy. There you go.
Yeah.
I walked by. I made sure everything was okay. Like,
We saw
there was a long line
We
out
were
front.
watching you live on the way drive up.
That's great. Good. But you guys have been okay?
What is this here?
So this is from Yasake.
Yeah.
This is a tuna poke bowl that they make fresh with whatever ingredients. And this is called taiyaki. It's shaped like a fish, but it's a cake. It's like a very thin, lightly fried cake, and inside is a red bean paste.
Oh.
It's fantastic.
It's dessert.
It's dessert, yeah, or lunch, however you. It's completely judgment free, and then there's cream on the side if you want, like with a strawberry sauce on the side, but it's delicious.
I'm surprised that they don't have their masks out here to sell yet. Maybe that needs to come with the World of Disney opening up.
Yeah, I think they'll be here in time. In Japan, it's a thing. I mean, they're sold everywhere. So, I think there's also too there's this fine line. You don't want to appear as though you're trying to capitalize on something bad, but you also look. I was saying before, you guys are indicating your mask is becoming a fashion accessory. You know, you're making choices not just in terms of what you can get, but what you want it to look like. So. That's why I'm wearing Spider-Man. So.
Absolutely. I wear a surgical mask all day long, so when I'm out and about, I want to get away from the surgical mask.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fantastic just to be here.
To be honest, I was expecting it to be a little bit more intimidating or scary, and it's not at all.
Not at all.
It's not at all. Like you had said that the spacers for this aren't intimidating. They don't.
Right. Yeah, they're not.
They're not. People are being kind about it. Nobody, as far as I've seen, everyone's been respectful as far as spatially and wearing their masks with the exception of eating.
Right. Well, because there are some places you see that the do not stand, it's not please stand here, it's do not stand here.
Right.
And I think psychologically, I think that's a huge differentiator because they're big and they're red and X's, and there is something a little scary about that.
Yeah.
Whereas this little strip that says please stand here, I think people are smart enough to know how to do it the right way. So there's hand sanitizing stations everywhere you go. Cast members are being super friendly and helpful. It's a better experience even than I anticipated it would be. So
We'll
kudos to them.
Catch up with your lunch. And
No worries.
we will cross
It's good
paths.
seeing you guys. Absolutely. Yeah.
And then the kids coming up later?
Later on. Yeah. You guys want to be here like throughout the day and night?
Well, we have to drive back to Fort Lauderdale tonight, so we're probably going to leave here around 6 o'clock.
Okay. All right. We'll keep in touch. Throughout the day. All right. Cool. Good seeing you guys. So again, it's not just me that feels, and I don't know how much you were able to hear about the overall feeling about the just sort of what it feels like to be here. Now you're watching me eat, sorry. But it does. I think this makes a huge difference. If you look elsewhere, many other places have these huge red squares of where not to stand, as opposed to this is where you can stand. And I think psychologically, being told what you can do versus being told yes, you can stand here is very different than being told no, do not stand here. And I think that reduces any sort of potential fear or intimidation type of factor. And so here, take a quick look. For all those poor kids that are missing out on graduations. I love the fact that those kids are walking around in their caps and gowns. So, and Sarah said she was worried initially, but seeing people, it's the reason why I'm here. I am not going to lie when I say that part of my motivation for being here was because I do want, as far as you're concerned, public perception of what this is going to be like. I want you to be able to see it firsthand before you come here, so you do have a sense of a comfort level, or I can potentially answer any questions that you have. I'm still here. I'll just let you watch this instead of watching me. Donna, I am not sure if there is valet parking at this time. I do know if you go to the Disney Springs website or the blog post on the Disney Parks blog, I do believe as of yesterday, I think they just addressed valet parking. I do know that there is currently no ground parking. Whew. Oh God. By the way, note to self, when you have a poke bowl that has both avocado and wasabi in it, you want to be really careful of what you take an entire mouthful of, because the avocado and the wasabi look deceptively very much alike. So somebody asked about seeing longer lines at the parks. So I don't believe so, especially at the beginning, because I think people still, I don't think everybody is ready to come yet. I also don't know that when the parks open, that it's going to be open the same way. You know, it might only be open to Florida residents. We really just don't know at this point. Yeah, I am like baiters in cars too. Woo. Man, that'll clear your sinuses right quick. So yes, somebody said, I do see people walking around with shopping bags. So they are excited to get back out and start in a little bit of retail therapy, other than just ordering online. I'm eating as fast as I can. So here, let me quickly show you what a taiyaki is, and make sure you don't get confused. Taiyaki and takoyaki are two very different things. This is taiyaki. This is a pastry, like a baked pastry that you see. Although it's shaped like a fish, it actually has no sort of fish-like component in it. It actually is filled. It's filled with a red bean paste, which is delicious on its own. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh. Or you can dip it in some of the sweet cream. So this is fantastic. Believe it or not, I first discovered taiyaki at a comic book convention and a stand that they had there, and then obviously when I went to Japan. The red bean is savory, yet still has a little bit of a hint of a sweetness. It also comes from the pastry itself. Then you dip it in to the sweet cream and strawberry.
I had to have it like when I was putting up the bananas, I had to like level it. I was like, well, I need to hold it. I was literally like this the whole thing.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. God, this is a good day. Thank you for being here. Melanie Jones, when you and Bill come down, we'll have lunch at Yasake and then dinner at the boathouse. All right, one more bite, and then let's, I'll give you one last look. Oh, so good. By the way, there's something else that I want you to notice is that the trash cans no longer have lids. They no longer have doors. So they are completely touchless, which for people that, like me, that record in the parks and live stream, I really am not going to miss the sound of those banging trash lids. All right, we are masked up once again. And I'll give you one last look. Let's go this way. I'll give you one last look at Disney Springs before we take a little bit of break, and then I'm going to be back again tonight. I am having dinner at the boathouse, and we'll be live probably from there for our regularly scheduled show at 7:30. Hey, man, what's going on? I know, like, yeah, we can't, right? I'm not sure what we're supposed to do anymore. Like, we just wave, do we like elbow bump, whatever.
When we finally get used to doing this, we'll be able to go back.
Right, I know. Yeah, how you doing? Friend, not mentor. Yeah. Yeah, man. How you doing? Just happy to be back, right? Yeah, it's. I've had a smile on my face the whole time, not just because I finished eating too, but I wanted to, but the line was long. So, yeah, I'm just happy to be back. So, everybody's friendly. Like, it's a beautiful day out. So, yeah. And I don't feel like I'm restricted in terms of things. Like, people just know what to do, and yeah.
Back to normal's coming.
Yeah, we're getting there. I'm just happy to be outside and wearing pants. So, you two guys, take care, man. Good seeing you. I'm only kidding. I'm really not happy the fact that I have to wear pants again. I was really enjoying. I mean, not that I was pant. I'm going down a road I don't want to go down. Let's just say I was wearing comfortable clothes at home on a consistent basis. And my belt does not fit the same way that it used to. Yeah, look at this. It's just great to see people eating outside again. The Edison will also be open soon. Paradiso I believe is opening later this week or next week. Again, sort of the psychology of please stand here versus do not stand here. We inherently do not like being told no, right? We don't like no is a negative word. Do not do this. And it gives us negative feelings as opposed to please do this. It makes us feel better. It's simple psychology, but it makes absolute sense. And I love the fact that the boathouse still has a line outside. And yes, I will be here tonight for dinner. So I'll be here tonight for dinner, and then I'll be going live right after.
You see, they all have those animals sitting up on the dash.
So I think we'll sit here for a few minutes. If you guys have any other questions before we take a break, can anybody tell me what time it is? Like, I literally have lost all concept. I have no idea how long we've been going today. Wow, time has gone by fast. Time has absolutely flown by. I'm thinking I might just stay here until my 5:30 reservation for dinner. I'll just sit here for the next 3 hours and get some work done and stare at the boathouse lovingly.
Otherwise, you see that picture, it's like you have a tree on your head. They only have to watch to make sure nothing like that in the back. Not good picture.
So in terms of operating hours, I believe most of the locations that are opened around 11. Although I did see people, the parking garage is open earlier. I did see that there were people here earlier this morning. So not asked if they're at full capacity. I don't know. It definitely seems like it is more crowded than it was earlier this morning. I don't know what the capacity is going to be. I certainly don't imagine that they are near or at it. I can check a little bit later on. I'll take a walk over to the parking garage and see if I can get a sense. I do know that they were only allowing guests to park in the parking garages and not on any of the surface parking. So that will just de facto limit the number of guests that can be here as well. So, Christopher, I don't believe there's going to be any live entertainment as yet. Again, this is phase one, day one, baby step one. I think they're going to give that a little bit of time before live entertainment returns, both at some of the stage locations and some of the wandering entertainment as well. Unfortunately, Vivoli is closed, so no ice cream for me. Although I will tell you that my taiyaki was dessert, and it was fantastic.
I got four $600 papers. And I got my first last week, my first $194 paper.
Now, I got one thing of $275 and one
But they took my taxes out of the state. So I got 494 this week.
Christine, they couldn't have asked for a more perfect day today. It's probably in the 80s. There's no humidity. There's a beautiful breeze. It's a perfect day for this. For I was going to call it this park, for this park to reopen.
Opened up, put in my checking account routing number, and a week and a half later, I got my stimulus check.
Wolfgang Puck Express, I believe, opens either Friday or next Wednesday.
Why? I purposely waited until April 14th, and then I mail it in. Oh, I owe $960 this year. But I'm not paying that until July 15th. I already have the check made out in the envelope.
It's a little warm, but it's beautiful here in the shade.
Well, I got 3 of my $600 was direct deposit, and 1 was the check. I just got the 1 for 600. Oh, no, I get mine when I check it down. You said it don't cost me. So the last 600.
So a couple people asked about are people complying with social distancing and masks. I have seen every single person in a mask, and again, because because we've been doing it for so long, the distancing seems to just be happening naturally. It's not It doesn't need to be forced in terms of stanchions or you know, guide ropes or anything like that. People are just doing it on their own. So somebody just asked what used to be where the boathouse is. So it's hard to sort of remember. You know, this was sort of the main thoroughfare of what Pleasure Island was. In this general area, a little bit farther down, would have been the DJ booth, sort of on that second floor, as well as the walkway out to the garage, which is where the retail shopping is now. So way back when, you know, Jessica's of Hollywood would have been there, and BET Soundstage, the West End stage would have been there. This would have been where Motion and the Fireworks Factory and Rock and Roll Beach Club would have been, approximately. Obviously, those buildings were torn down, but where the boutique currently is now is about where Fireworks Factory and Motion would have been.
Yeah, I said that I haven't gone to none.
There's walkthfough. My son's playing there. You got a load trailer. Unload it. You can drop. That's worth like 70. And Swift. And U.S. Express sent me an email that they get walk out by. In other words, like if you put the work in, if you're done with it, you can walk out. Why give you Hurricane 71? They're running Max 2,000 a week, $400 a day, 5 days a week. That's not bad. Well, actually, when you look at $400 a day, it's not a drive out there.
Oh, so you have to run expenses.
It doesn't say how I know 2,000 a week is not. For home,
I apply for Social Security. I got my second Social Security check. I actually got it today.
Really? Well, you're how old are you?
62.
Oh, you started in 62.
Yeah.
That's good. That's when you do it. Wait.
So, Christopher, Mannequins is where Morimoto currently is, and that was my place too. I used to love Mannequins and 8-Tracks, were the two places that I really enjoyed going to most. Not everybody used to hang out with, or my friends were like into the club thing, but I love the feel of Mannequins. Remember they had the rotating dance floor. It was such a unique place that you had to take the elevator in order to get into. There was no front entrance. You had to take the elevator up to the second level in order to get into Mannequins. So, Susie, Boathouse is my favorite restaurant anywhere on the planet. When you take it out of the equation, I'm going to tell you, Takumite in Japan you can easily make an argument for that being the best restaurant on property. But in terms of location, variety, changes to the menu, view, everything else, you know, it's going to be Boathouse. And I'm literally sitting here just waiting until my reservation at 5:30.
I just, when I go to inbox, it'll tell you where to go to put in, tell you how they made any money in the last 2 weeks. And you just say no, you put down your name, your phone number, and then you say, okay, it's been processed. Then on Thursday I'll get my check. Oh, see, on mine it doesn't work on my phone. You have to do it on the laptop.
It says info. Well, see, here's what I got.
Yeah, when you go on the left side of your application, of your file, you have a whole bunch of different things, and one of them will say inbox. Yeah, on the phone it works hard sometimes. It doesn't want to work sometimes.
The employment system, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going?
Yeah, I go on to connect.florida.com. Yep. And then that'll bring up where you put in your claim number or social security number and your PIN number.
So I think the coriander seared tuna at the Boathouse is one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. I don't know if wait a minute. I don't know if you can see. Check out this dude's hat.
Yeah, but then it has a warning that it doesn't work good on phones without it.
You know what? Yeah, I'll just put it on. And I don't know what I'll do with it now.
Yeah, but on the left side, when you get to your actual file, on your left side it lists all the different things.
Yeah.
And one of them will say inbox.
Okay, I see what I've seen that thing on the side.
Yeah. And when you highlight inbox, it'll tell you all the information that is needed for you.
Okay, so I should have to do that.
And one of them will say that you have to go to this page to tell if you made any money for the 2 weeks you paid those 2 weeks.
I thought they did away with that.
All you're saying is that you did not work in the past 2 weeks. That's all. You're not asking for no
Well, now I
job.
wonder because see, Carter's the one that's been sending me these job applications.
Oh, yeah, he's been walking around. He's been posing with a lot of people. No idea. Also hockey. That's baseball cap. But yeah, that's. I haven't gotten no emails about any applications or anything.
I think this guy at the table next to us should talk a little bit louder. I know his entire life story, his Social Security, his unemployment. Volume control, dude. You don't have to be turned up to 11 all the time.
But the last thing it said, I had it, it clicked here and it said this has already been taken care of.
But the inbox.
I'm thinking about hopping into Joffrey's for a little iced green tea. Might be a nice little treat right about now.
So every day I get jobs for jobs. Maybe it's Joe told me, said, why would I apply for a job? I'm just struggling for a couple of weeks.
Have you been using your insurance? I have. My new glasses will be ready tomorrow. My new the vision that pays the vision. Okay, I do.
Okay, so it's not just me. My family accuses me of having super sensitive ears. I'm like, oh, maybe they're right. But okay, it's not just me.
Oh, you can change. You can go on the hub and change the one time.
Kenneth Johnson, what's going on, buddy?
I know, but I have to watch that 18,000.
Yeah, I understand that, but you're telling me
Ashley Coggins, I can't wait till everything's open up again. We have to eat again multiple times soon.
Well, what will happen is not next year, but the following year, they will not pay me those months that total.
All right, so I think I'm going to let you get back to hopefully some sort of a productive day today. Thank you so much for coming here. Would not have meant as much to me if you weren't here with me. I had all kinds of thoughts and emotions before coming here, about coming here, for a lot of different reasons. And I will tell you that this is the best day that I have had in a long time. And it's not because I'm in Disney Springs or because I had Japanese food for lunch or because I'm staring at the boathouse. It's because of you. It's because you're here with me. So I'm not kidding. Thank you. I hope that this brought some of that Disney magic to you, getting to see it again. I will be live again tonight at 7:30. Please make sure that you tag and invite a friend to come and join. We're going to have dinner at the boathouse and then see what Springs looks like at night. Maybe you can get a nice little view of the water while we're at dinner. If there's anything I can do for you, please, please, please let me know. If there's some way that I can help you, reach out or go to LouMongello.com and find out how I can help you there. Thanks to all of you who are part of the family and the community and the box people, and certainly for all the love and support at WDW Radio Nation. That goes a long way to letting this all happen. So thank you. And hopefully you got excited about your next trip to Disney. If you did, or if you have any questions about anything or want to plan for your next trip, I know if you go to mousefantravel.com, they can help answer any of your questions, help you with any of your plans, and start preparing for coming back in the not back to the future, coming back here in the future as it was. So I can't wait to see you again, both tonight when we're live and hopefully in real life again soon. I love you. I miss you. I appreciate you. I hope to see you tonight. Thank you. Bye.
I've got like over 150 likes on this picture that we sent me. Really? First day opening.
I'll see you later. Lots of luck. Take care. We'll see you when you get back down.
Okay, bye.
All right?
Hey, hello, Richard.
P.S. Don't forget, if you like this, do me a favor. You can still share it out on your favorite page, group, on your own profile, or with your friends. I really appreciate it.
Oh, that's good. Disney Springs here, the sightseeing is great. Not really a lot like it normally has. I've already met 2 bus drivers. Yeah. I would bet half of the guests that are here right now are probably cast members. I would bet. I would just bet. Yeah, I have mine down right now because it gets hot as hell. Yeah, not a lot of places open, but nice to get out and walk around a bit. I've been posting pictures on Facebook, and I've got 1,250 likes on the pictures. Got Disney Springs opening. People asking me about this store. A few are open. Some of them had some line at the boathouse now. Before the boathouse line was all the way down, a chicken guy had a long line. Barbecue place had a pretty long line. I've noticed they've done a lot of work here. They've made a lot of like the world of Disney.
I can't stop listening to this guy now.
They made exits and entrances, so you have to go in one way and come out another way. Also, in several spots, they put arrows on the ground in different directions. Yeah. Oh, okay.